Democrats introduce measure to extend coronavirus relief check to illegal aliens. Democrats on Friday presented a measure to change the $2 trillion CARES Act, prolonging the money repayment benefit to non-citizens, consisting of illegal aliens. 3 House Democrats, Reps. Lou Correa, CA, Judy Chu, CA, as well as Raul Grijalva, AS, presented the Leave No Taxpayer Behind Act made to modify the money payment portion of the CARES Act, the $2 trillion emergency financial relief procedure designed to help U.S. people who are dealing with a financial challenge brought on by the coronavirus pandemic to encompass non-citizens. Currently, the CARES Act requires recipients to have a Social Security number. ITIN, Individual Taxpayer Identification Numbers, taxpayers, which include international nationals as well as those staying in the nation illegally, are not qualified as well as will certainly not get cash assistance. That is an outright error, according to the Democrats' press release. The Leave No Taxpayer Behind Act amends the CARES Act to make certain that all taxpayers are eligible for their $1,200 alleviation check, the launch states. Every specific taxpayer, irrespective of citizenship status, must receive government assistance. With more than 140,000 coronavirus situations in the United States, we must integrate. This pandemic has caused the closure of lots of local business, which will undoubtedly have an out-of-proportion effect on immigrants. The Leave No Taxpayer Behind Act will undoubtedly make sure immigrants relevant to our economic climate are not neglected. I was horrified to learn hardworkingly, tax-paying immigrants were omitted of the $2 trillion CARES Act, Correa stated in a statement. These taxpayers work in essential fields of our economy, like agriculture, as well as add substantially to our nation. While many of us sit in the house, these dedicated immigrants are still at the office in our health centers, our fields, and also numerous various other markets. The coronavirus does not respect an individual's riches, work, or immigration standing. By casting out immigrants, we are positioning several of our most prone citizens in severe risk. Every private taxpayer, irrespective of citizenship condition, needs government assistance now. Chu concurred, declaring that the U.S. economic climate cannot make it through the situation by omitting entire sectors of the population, and also included that the infection does not appreciate immigration condition. Immigrants, no matter their standing, are taxpayers that are operating in some of the most crucial work keeping our economy running during this challenging time. COVID-19 doesn't discriminate, Grijalva claimed, resembling his counterparts. Our relief programs should not discriminate against those who need assistance during this crisis, and this regulation guarantees that immigrants with ITINs can obtain the financial relief they are worthy of, he continued. Co-sponsors of the legislation include vital participants of the far-left squad, Reps. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, DNY, Rashida Tlaib, DMI, as well as Ilhan Omar, DMN. Ocasio-Cortez was among the initial to issue a public complaint on benefits failing to reach non-citizens, whether lawful or illegal. To clarify, $1,200 checks are only going to some with social sec numbers, not immigrants with tax IDs, ITINs. She wrote after the Senate all passed the bipartisan costs. Thanks to GOP, these checks will be cut off the backs of tax-paying immigrants, who get absolutely nothing. The bipartisan bill, which President Trump signed recently, will give a $1,200 check to U.S. citizens making up to $75,000 every year. Families making $150,000 each year or less will certainly be qualified for $2,400 in cash alleviation, with $500 per kid. ITIN, Individual Taxpayer Identification Numbers, taxpayers, which consist of foreign nationals and those residing in the country unlawfully, are not qualified and will not receive cash aid. Every private taxpayer, irrespective of citizenship status, ought to get federal government help. The Leave No Taxpayer Behind Act will undoubtedly make certain immigrants relevant to our economic climate are not neglected. These taxpayers function in vital markets of our economic climate, like farming, and contribute substantially to our country. Every private taxpayer, irrespective of citizenship condition, needs government aid currently.